a mess behind me. Today I am in my studio. It's Saturday morning, and I've got a lot of orders to package. So I thought while I'm doing them, I will chat to you. Yeah. So I've got some archival prints to package. So I shall do them first, I think. I recently bought some new envelopes, and I was really hoping that they were so much thicker than they are. So it's nice that they are made from recycled stock, but they're really not all that thick. So I'm still packaging my prints in cardboard, which means that there's actually 3 sheets of cardboard plus the print. Yeah, just to make sure that it's definitely kept nice and safe. And I like to put a little bit of washi tape on, let's be honest, everything. No, I like to keep these nice and safe. So what's been happening? Not a whole lot. I need to get a little bit more proactive when I am at home. Oh, hi cat. always has to be in the picture. Pretty cute, really. Cats are a bit, kind of divas. So yeah, my day job work has actually been really busy, and it's just a busy month, and just because of that, I've honestly been getting home a little bit too tired to do a whole lot else. So I'm not getting as much done for my little biz as I would like, but I feel like that is probably the complaint of everyone who tries to run a business on the side. Hang on. Yeah, so maybe not getting as much done. That's what weekends are for, but unfortunately then that means that there's also not a lot of weekend downtime happening. So that's when you could be doing things like going for nice long walks in the bush. It's not really happening at the moment, but we will get there. Yeah, orders are still coming in, so that's really good. It's really lovely, actually. This weekend I am hoping to send out my wholesale catalogue to a few more places. So I need to update it because I have some new stock. Have I shown you the new stock? Might have to do that soon. Got these little thank you stickers, a few different types, so I like to put this one on the packet, and the other thing that goes in there are these new postcards, and on the back, I love how they turned out actually, and again this is on recycled stock, and on the back, oh, it's in reverse for you. Yeah, it has a little section where I can put a voucher. So everyone that orders from my shop gets one of these with the little voucher code, which I will put on there now when I can find where I have buried my pen. And it's just a nice little way to make people feel extra special, because that is what I want my orders and everything that I do to do. I would love it if people feel special and have a little smile. Let's see, that's getting caught on the corner there. There we go. Nice. So that's one done. More washi tape, because that is just how I roll. another little sticker. And he just sits there. Cool. So that one's done. I'm not going to show you putting the addresses on. That would not be good. So I think I said before that there's so many things that I would like to work on in terms of making products this year, and I have been investigating them. And you guys, it's like really tricky to like to be able to develop products, because you have to develop them very much in bulk. And it's usually just bulk of one design. You don't always, you're not always able to sort of split it into different quantities. So if they say the minimum is 1,000, they mean 1,000 of one design. And then I get really nervous because I think, what if no one likes that design? Or very few people like that design? You know, that would not be good. You would have 1,000 pieces or something that no one wants. A friend pointed out to me though that the cost, because obviously the cost is reduced, the cost of making them when you order in bulk. So really you wouldn't have to, you know, you definitely wouldn't be needing to sell, say, 1,000 to make it back. You wouldn't even necessarily be needing to sell 500 to be making the cost back. So if you ordered 1,000 of one design that nobody liked, or very few people liked, even if you sold a small amount of it, then, you know, you would still make it back. Oh, I think I've made that far too small. That normally fits. Okay. So some of the things I've been thinking about making, you've probably seen already on like Instagram, possibly, or Facebook. I've often put them in my stories just to kind of gauge interest, you know, see what people are interested in. So I really wanted to get these, you know, those hot cold water bottles, so the stainless steel water bottles. What is wrong with me? I'm like, why won't that fit still? It's the same size, you idiot. Okay. Yeah, so they stay cold for 24 hours, hot for 12 hours. And they look really cool, and I have one that I use regularly. I keep in my car. Sometimes I'll put hot water in it if I'm going to like a garden or going on a walk, and I'll have a cup of tea partway around. So I definitely wanted to get that done, but damn, that's expensive. It's like really expensive to make. And again, the minimum I think was, gosh, was it 500 for one design or 1,000 for one design? Can't quite remember, but it was not a very minimum. But either way, I haven't actually got the money to do that one just yet, because yeah, I think that one just for one design was something like somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000 to order in. So we'll have to put that one on hold just for a little bit. So then the next thing I looked at doing was the bamboo takeaway, like reusable coffee cups. Ooh, we better put our little code in. You know, they've got the silicone lid, and I think they've got a silicone band around it so that you don't burn your fingers. And again, I was looking at one design. I did manage to get them to split the quantity, which I think was, from memory, I think it was 1,000 again. It might have been 2,000 actually. And they were, you know, reasonably happy to break that quantity into 2 designs. I almost have enough to order that in. If I chip in a little bit of my own money, then I would have enough to order that one in. I do want to sort of go back to them and say, look, what if we split it into 3 designs and I paid, say, a little bit more per design? See if they come back and sort of agree to that. So the only trick there is I really only had 1 design already made that I wanted to get done. So I need to again put that one on hold for a little bit because I need to actually make the other 2 or other 1 design. I think that would be a really good one. Those things are really useful, and the size that I was looking at would fit under, you know, most takeaway places, because I know sometimes you can buy these really beautiful ones, really beautiful takeaway reusable mugs, but they're too tall and they don't fit under some of the coffee machines. So yes, so I do think that would be a go, but yeah, again, I would have to chip in a little bit, so I'll have to consider that. So then, I've been doing lots of research, guys. The next design that I had thought about, my goodness, I have almost forgotten to put you in some pieces of card first. Yes, the next design that I had thought about was, you know, again, going on like environmental sustainability, but also usefulness, because sometimes we can go over the top with, you know, oh, it's really sustainable or whatever, but it's actually of no use whatsoever, so therefore it's still a bit of a waste. Anyway, yeah, the next design that I had thought about was what would you call them? You know those reusable shopping bags, but they fold into smaller bags, you know, so they sort of fold up and they go into like a small bag that you can then pop into your handbag or just easily carry with you when you go to the supermarket, and they're really pretty. I have 2 that I keep in my handbag. One is just a plain one from Coles, but hey, it does the job. And then I have this really pretty one, so every time I see it I think, yeah, that's a good idea as well. So for that one, the minimum order that I have been able to find so far is $500 for 1 design, and the price was good, but then the postage from where it's made to here was, I think it was $329. So overall, that's still a good price per bag, as in I can still be able to sell them wholesale and also retail and compete, because this is a big thing, is you're sort of competing with so many other makers and particularly like bigger companies. I hope you don't mind. I mean, I hope this is okay, just chatting while I'm working. Personally, I am really enjoying it myself. Normally, I was just about to say that normally I am just sitting here on my own working. I am sitting here on my own working. You're not actually here with me, but it feels like you are. It's kind of nice. So I'm looking at my sticker file at the moment. Where did I save it? Now I know where I saved it. I have that many folders on my computer. I really need to clean it up. Feel the same? I reckon that's a complaint we all have after a while. I'm pretty sure I've already set up the Kookaburra file. Stickers. Cricket, here we go. I have not. I really thought I had. That's alright. Okay, let's do this. So I've just loaded into Photoshop and I've just selected him. When I actually masked out the design, that edge there is a little bit feathered, and when I tell the selection to expand, it will actually remember that feathering, which is something I don't want, but there is actually a way around that. So I'm just going to go to modify and expand. Let's try maybe 25, or a little bit too big, so I might make that a little bit smaller. Let's see, maybe somewhere around 22, 23, 72, yeah, that looks good. Okay. So normally I could just make a solid layer filled with white, and that would be enough. But I will actually need to modify the mask a little bit. So solid color. Yeah, you can see that feathering there, just on that edge and around the branch as well. So make that white. Yep, that looks good. And then I'm just going to edit the mask when it opens. Goodness me, my computer apparently is running an update, so it's running really slow. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm just going to up the contrast slider as far as it goes, and you can see there's a nice crisp edge now. And I'm just going to up the smooth slider, and it'll just smooth it out. We don't want Cricut cutting out a really jagged design. That's not what we want. So that looks heaps better. And I'll press OK. Yes, okay. So that's ready to go. So I just need to, I'll merge those two layers. And then I just need to duplicate it. Just drag along, holding the Alt key. I'm going to rotate that around because I want them to sort of fit together. My aim here is that you know, I want to fit them together as well as possible, because really want to reduce wastage and get as many onto a sheet as I can. If you make them too close though, it can cause problems when you're cutting, so you just have to sort of balance out how close that you want them. Drag those along. Nice. Okay, and just select all of those and move them up a little bit. And then I'm just going to drag that out. Cool, that should do. Might just adjust these a little bit more. Okay. So I'll need to save these as a transparent PNG. Doesn't matter about the file size, but that's necessary for when you're trying to make a cut file in Cricut. And I'm just adjusting this so it's not too close to the edge. And then I can print. And I'm printing on my Epson Shore Color P600. It uses pigment ink, so it's an archival printer. So into Cricut, I just need to load that PNG. And when I load it, I will actually tell it to save it as a cut file. So that's very important. So there's my PNG, and we'll just open it up. So I'm going to say simple and then continue. My computer's running so slow, I'm so sorry. Okay, and I make sure it's A4, I make sure it's right up in the corner. Again, YouTube, if you need to know how to do this, is full of tutorials. And then I hit make it. It's going to tell me that it's too big for the backing sheet. It's not true, but you just ignore it and press OK. And then when you're ready to go and you have everything all switched on and you've got the blade set to the right depth, then you can click continue and go ahead and cut. Indy the cat has now just come to join me. Hello. It's so darn cute. Right, so that has printed, and now I need to put it onto my cutting sheet. Just take this little guy off. Just protects it. So this has already been set up. The funny little taped edge that you see here has been set up so that when I put an A4 sheet in, it's going to be correct, basically in the correct position. I've put these little markers up there so I know which way is up. So I just need to fit him as best as possible. So now you just load him in. So I'm just going to press the load button. That loads it in. I've already told my machine to print, so that should flash. Away it goes. I'm going to move you forward a little bit so it's got plenty of room. They've all been cut out. I saw another little hack on YouTube. Thank you people on YouTube, you're really awesome. That it's easier to turn the sheet upside down to get rid of the excess that way. So instead of sort of taking the stickers off the sheet like that, you're taking the sheet off the stickers, if that makes sense. But there they are. They're all cut. Hooray! We got there in the end. They're beautifully cut, actually. The centering is perfect. So at least that worked, right? Something is working. This is good. This is very good news. Yeah, so now that that's set up, she says with a deep breath and a sigh, once it's actually set up, from now on, that is a really easy file to cut, like really easy design to make. So simply I would open it up in Photoshop and print on my pigment ink printer, and then I would open it up in Cricut and cut. Much faster than cutting them out by hand, like way faster. So I have these little sticker sheets. I've already put them in some cello. It just keeps them safe, especially for when you're wholesaling them or posting them. The last thing you want, I mean, these little guys are waterproof, but the last thing that you want is for them to get ruined. I mean, it is, like, they are stickers. There is a sticky element to them, and sticky elements and water, I don't think mix. But either way, you just don't want things arriving soggy, right? And certainly when you have them in shops, this is a much better way to display them. They can put price tags on if they're needed. And I guess also it's got my details on there, which I guess that's important too. So we need to package up 2 sets of stickers. So we've got Gang Gangs, we've got the Terrarium, we've got the Kookaburra. And we need another set. Done. Okay, so we've got our 2 sets. So these little guys I package with cardboard, again, because we don't want them bending, and that would just be the last thing that you want. You've ordered these stickers and then they arrive and the postman's gone and creased the envelope or something crazy, and yeah, that would be awful. Again, I like to wrap them in tissue paper. I don't know, I think this just adds a nice element. It's obviously a lot of extra work, but it kind of makes it special. And like I said, I really love that if something arrives, it feels really special and like you're unwrapping, you know, a gift or something. Okay, so I'm around about halfway, I think, of packaging. So many packages. Maybe, I think maybe just a little bit more than halfway, I hope. But I think I will leave it here. I have a few more packages that I actually have to assemble. So they're orders, I should say, that I need to assemble. So they're for earrings. And yeah, I have all the parts that came in recently and I just need to actually assemble them. So I will do that. Then I have a very special Patreon, what do we call them? Packages? Very special Patreon packages, there we go, to bundle up and send your way, but I'm not going to show you that. That one is a surprise. I hope you love them. But yeah, I think I will leave this here. I know this has been a bit of a random video and very, very casual, but yeah, anyway, look, I hope you guys are going well, and thank you so much again for supporting me, and if there's anything that you would like to ask me or see in a future video, maybe a how-to or something, definitely yeah, let me know. I would love to hear how you're going anyway in the comments. So yeah, I'll catch you soon. Bye.